Alright, so we're going to do a tutorial. We're going to learn how to draw this part. This is AutoCAD exercise number 8 in the 2D CAD book. I'm going to pan up. This is that same part with all the dimensions that we'll need to draw this. I'm zooming out, in and out with the scroll wheel on my mouse. Alright, I'm going to start in the center with these circles. I'm going to draw first the one with the diameter of 0.5 and then the one with the radius of 0.75. I could click up here, but it's faster to just start with the C, enter. I click up here, and remember it defaults to the radius, so I can click diameter or I can type D, enter, and the diameter is 0.5. And I'm going to hit enter to restart the circle command and choose center again. And it defaults to radius, so I'm going to leave it on radius and type 0.75. And there's my circle. Next, I'm going to draw these lines here. If I don't want to figure out what half of 75 is, I can do it this way. Let me draw a line, L, enter, straight down. I'm just picking a random spot out here. Straight down, make sure you see the green dashed line. If you don't see the green dashed line, you may need to turn your polar tracking on. I click this drop down here. I've got mine set to 15-degree increments. That'll come in handy later. Alright, straight down, 0.75, enter. I'm going to press enter again to end the command. Then I'm going to move that, M, enter, click that, enter, snap to the midpoint. Again, if your midpoint is not showing up or the end point, none of these snaps show up, make sure the object snap down here is in blue, it's turned on, and you can click this drop down and make sure midpoint is checked. Move it to the center of the circle. Then I'm going to draw a line, L, enter. And I'm going to draw it 2 inches. Enter. I'm going to mirror that, MI, enter. Select it, enter. And I'm going to choose the center here and just mirror it. I'm going to drag this straight out to the left and click. Erase source objects, no. I'm going to just hit enter to keep it on no. So I just mirrored that. So now I don't need this line anymore. I'm going to delete it. And let's see. So I'm just going to follow this along here. So the next thing I need to do is to draw this angle. It's a 75-degree angle. And I don't have a location for where this starts, but I do have this dimension, 1.920. So I'm going to draw a line, L, enter, drag it straight down to, enter, press enter again, move it in, enter, select it, enter, and the midpoint right there. Okay. Now I'm going to offset that line I just made, 1.92. O, enter, 1.92, enter. Select it, and then I get to choose which side to offset it. I'll click over here and enter. Alright, so now I have the distance where this happens. So now I need to draw a line that's at a 75-degree angle. So I'm going to do that, L, enter. And I'm going to come up here to the top of this line and drag it straight down, and you can see that just a little to the right and above my cursor, it says 75 degrees. It tells me what angle it's snapping to. Now, to get it to snap to 75 degrees, again, you need to make sure that your polar tracking is turned on to 15-degree increments. So, right? So I'm going to zoom in with my scroll wheel, and down by pressing and holding the scroll wheel down. Alright, when that says 75 and that green dashed line shows up, I'm going to find that intersection where it touches that line and click that, and then press enter. So now I have that angle on here. I'm going to mirror it to the other side, MI, enter. Here's my mirror line starting from the center straight out to the left. Click that, enter. Now I've got both of those, so I don't need this line anymore. Alright, and I can trim this up a little bit, TR, enter. And I'm going to select all of this, and to do that, I'm going to click and let go, and that starts the selection tool. And I drag to the left, and anything I cross it'll select. Click that. Alright, I've selected everything, press enter. And now I get to trim anything away I don't want. So I'm just going to click that. And while I'm at it, I'm going to get rid of this because I can see it's not there, down there. So I'm going to click that. Alright, press enter. Now I keep saying press enter, but you can also press the space bar. It does the same thing. Now I need to draw this line. Now it doesn't tell me exactly how long that is, but it does give me this dimension and this dimension. Now I could do the math and figure out what that is, or I could use offset again. O, enter. Offset distance was 2.38. Oops. Enter. I'm going to select this line and offset it this way. Click over here. Enter. Enter again to restart the offset command. And I'm going to pin down a little. 3.75 was my distance to offset. Enter. Select this line again and offset it not that way but this way. Click over here. Enter. Alright. So now what I have is I have this point right here, and I have this point because I've offset that 3.75, so I'm going to draw a line, L, enter, from here to here, enter, enter again, click that, enter. Now I've got the basic shape that I need. And when I offset 2.38, that gave me this line, which gives me this location. So I have that, and I have where this line is located, but I don't have this angle yet. So I need to draw something that's 35 degrees. So I'm going to have to start by drawing half of that, and half of 35. If you don't know, you can type in CALC, enter. And it'll give you a simple calculator. 35 divided by 2 is 17.5. Alright, so I'm going to draw an angle at 17.5 in order to get that angle. L, enter. I'm going to just draw it out here. Now, to get an odd angle like 17.5, you have to type this in a specific way. Hold the Shift key and the number 2 key with the @ symbol. You're going to hit that for the @ symbol. Now we're going to give it a distance of 2. Now hold Shift again and hit the comma key. Just above the comma key, there's a greater than sign. So hold Shift and hit that for the greater than sign. And again, my angle is 17.5, so I type that in. So as you can see, I type the @ symbol, give it a distance of 2, and then the greater than symbol, and then put in my angle of 17.5. I press enter, and enter again. Now what that has done is it's drawn an angle, and let me show you what that angle is. Now it's showing it as 18 because it can't get as precise as 17.5. And the distance was 2. So you can see that's 2. Okay? So I'm going to just delete these. We don't need those. But we do need this angle. So that is the same as this angle right here. Now we need to know where to put it. So what I'm going to do, because we know how wide this mouth here is, I'm going to draw a line, L, enter, straight down, 1.21, enter. Actually, that may be a little tricky. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to delete that. Let's do this a different way. I'm going to use the circle command, C, enter, and from the midpoint here, I'm going to draw this circle. I'm going to change it to diameter, D, enter. 1.21, enter. Alright, so now, where that circle intersects that line is the start point of my angle. So I'm going to move it, M, enter. And press enter again. Specify the base point right there. I'm going to zoom in a little. And that quadrant of the circle, or that intersection, that's where I want to put it. Click that. And I'm going to mirror that, M-I, enter. Click, enter. The mirror line is going to be this midpoint, straight to the left. Click there, hit enter again. And I'm going to delete this circle, I don't need it. Alright, so now we just need to do some trimming to make it look like this. TR, enter. I'm going to select all of this and enter. I'm going to get rid of these lines. Alright, so there is half of our object, and we'll come back and put this little curve on it later. Let's do the other half of this. I'm going to make some space. I'm going to move the whole thing up, so I'm just going to select everything. And then M, enter. Choose a base point, move it up a little, and click. Now I'm going to do this part. And I need some lines here, so I'm going to use mirror, MI. Click here and here, enter, and I'm going to mirror it across this line, straight down, click, and enter. There's that. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to draw is I need to draw this circle here. I need to draw a circle to get that right there. Okay? So, let's see here. I'm trying not to hit the escape key because it ends this video if I hit the escape key. But it's hard to stop a command without using the escape key. So, what I need to do is pause my video for a moment. Don't know if I can do that. Let's see, I'm going to right click. Let's see. Okay. So you just ignore all of what just happened. I'm going to delete that. Alright. Okay, so normally when you're in the middle of a command, you can hit the escape key to stop whatever's happening. I can't hit it right now or it ends my video. Alright, so we're going to draw a circle, C, enter, from this point here, and the radius is 2.75. Okay. And so the next thing I need to do is I need these to draw a circle here and here. But to locate that, I have to have this line for this angle. So I'm going to draw a line, L, enter, from the middle here, and it's going to be at 30 degrees because 30 degrees is what is half of what the 60-degree angle is here. Half of that is 30. Alright, so when I get to 30, it snaps, and I see that green dashed line. So I can click that, enter. Now that intersection is the center for my circle. C, enter. I'm going to snap to that intersection. And the radius, the small one is 0.25. 0.25, enter. And let's see, the larger one is 0.5, and I'll start it again. 0.5. So now I have those circles, and I can mirror that, MI, enter. Choose those two objects, enter, and the center here, drag it straight out to the right. Click, and enter. Now I have both of those circles. Alright, I don't need this for, yeah, I'm going to delete that. I'm also going to delete that to clean up our drawing a little bit. Now what I need next is to get some of these curved lines on here so I can make these slots. To do that, I'm going to draw a circle, C, enter. And I'm going to go to this intersection, and I'm going to do that a few more times. Okay, so I kind of messed up. I meant to come to the edge of this circle, so I'm going to just select that. And these little grip points, sometimes you can stretch things with that. So I clicked on the little grip point, and I'm going to bring it down to that point. All right. Okay. Okay, I don't need that. All right. So next, I'm going to get rid of this line, delete. To delete something, I just select it, and then hit delete. Alright, so let's trim some of this away. TR, enter, and I'm going to select all of this, enter, and I'm going to click to make everything go away that I don't want. Now let's say that as I'm doing this, I get rid of a line that I didn't need to get rid of. I can hold Control and hit Z, and it'll take me back one step. Once I've trimmed everything I need to, I press Enter to end the command. Now we're almost there. I need to extend these lines out to here. You can use the Extend command, EX, Enter. And you need to select the object you're going to extend to and the lines that you're going to extend. So I select those three things, and then I press Enter, and then I click on the lines I want to extend, and then Enter. Okay, so I need to trim a couple of lines away, TR, Enter. I'm going to just select everything. And once I've selected all that, press Enter, and then I'm going to take away some lines, and Enter. Now, it might look like we're done, but we're almost done. As you can see, if I zoom in, there's a little curve on the end of this with a radius. And that little curved area is also in a few other places, here, and here, and here, and here. So we're going to do that. That's the last step here. To put a curve where a 90-degree angle is formed with two lines, we use the Fillet command, F, Enter. It's not fillet, like a fillet of fish, it's fillet. And we need to change the radius before we do anything. So before I select anything, I need to change the radius. So I can click here or press R, enter, and I'm going to put in 0.15 because that is the radius of it. Enter. Now I can click this line and this line, and it will round the corner. I'm going to just hit enter to restart the command. Now my radius is already set to 0.15, so it's going to be the same. So I can just keep hitting enter and just keep clicking. And there it is. That's the finished product.